It's v.h.s.x. What do you mean?
Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing another reaction discussion video that was suggested by a few of you guys. So shout out to Cozy, shout out to SpyUA for suggesting this video. This one's from JCGlitchmaster, titled 9.6.0 PTB are the changes of all time. So I wanted to actually get into like my thoughts on it. I might be a little bit behind, I guess you could say, with talking about this topic, but you know, better late than never is probably the way we're gonna go at it. So there might be some new information, and JCGlitchmaster usually offers a lot of good info and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Original videos obviously in the description, so you can like listen to it on your own, watch it on your own. I'm just gonna be covering certain talking points. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
Changes. I would love to tell you how this affects gameplay, guys, but in typical behavior fashion, they fucked it.
You fucked it, man.
Somehow, they broke the entire progression system with this PTB, so I could only use global perks and the specific colors of perks that I was playing. So for example, if I was playing Wesker, I only had access to Wesker's perks and global killer perks.
Oh, well then. So people are really unable to even test if the changes are good, and then that's probably going to mean that they might think that they're probably not going to get any feedback or get any good feedback. And then on top of that, most likely they'll probably implement these changes, and then it probably will be still one of the worst that we've seen. This is not ideal, but to be fair, kind of expected. I mean, this is also partially why I don't ever participate in the PTBs, because it's just like, it's a lot of time investment just to try to get like some information that a lot of people will most likely share. But also it's buggy as hell. Like, who would have guessed? It's buggy as hell. So
Meaning trying to test these changes was basically impossible because I didn't have any of the perks to test them.
What have we done to the game behavior? What have we done? I can't buy anything on demo, bro.
Can't even get the perks. You can't even get the perks. And it turns out they actually did fix it in the PTB, but at that point it's a bit too late. You know what I mean? At least from my perspective. To me, it kind of makes it a little too late. Too little too late in that sense, because it's like, okay, like that's cool, you can kind of test it now, but it's like, at this point it's like, whatever, dude. Like, maybe there's more information talking about it somewhere else, but yeah, I'm not gonna be bothered to even look at it myself, honestly. Okay.
So for example, I was running Foxy's Hut and it was active here, and I also had a stack with Play With Your Food, and I was getting the full 12% haste, meaning that combinations like Drop Knife Sheath and Play With Your Food will definitely work.
Nice.
That's good for me, obviously, as a Ghostface player, or I guess currently a retired Ghostface player now. Good for me, you know what I mean? Good information, good for me. This is good for all of us who maybe still play Ghostface, but at least we know that he's not going to get completely nerfed by the diminishing returns. However, still not great, as you can probably guess, overall, but we'll still see. We'll still see. Now, I am curious to see, because I think maybe Clown would be unaffected because it's his power and then the perk, so I would imagine that's fine too. But maybe it's not like that. I mean, we're gonna find out in just a moment.
Lunging also works the same way, affecting your base movement speed, not applying haste. So lunging with haste won't diminish your returns. The easiest way to know what's affected or not is very simple. If you can see the haste icon and it's not from an add-on, it's affected. Unfortunately, behavior lied. These aren't the only things that are affected. For some reason, vaulting speeds and braking speeds have diminishing returns.
Son of a bitch!
This has ruined every single vaulting perk that isn't Bamboozle. This is because they weren't good enough on their own, so you had to stack them with other vaulting perks, and now that's weaker.
Oh, good. Whoopee. Oh, good. That's just lovely. Of course, Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. I should have known. I should have known. Yeah, so the last time I've seen this happen was actually pickup speed. Believe it or not, if you use Myers with his Memorial add-on, I believe that affects pickup speeds. Use Fire Up with that, and Forever Entwine, it just won't stack. Like, it'll hit a certain speed, and it just won't stack. So Diminishing Returns was technically already in the game previously with Myers specifically. At least the one thing that did, I think, stack, if I'm not mistaken, was the vaulting speed, because you're able to use Fire Up and Dark Arrogance, Bamboozle, you know, Spear Anatomy with Myers in tier 3, and I think he was able to like get like pretty much the fastest vault in the game, I believe. I think. And obviously with these changes, it affects, of course, the one interesting build that I used to use, which had to do with vaulting speeds on like Wraith, or vaulting speed on like Ghostface and stuff like that. And now it's just like kind of screwed. I'm like, oh good, that's just lovely. I don't want build variety at all. Woo, yeah, that yippee. That's great. I like the fact that we don't get to use anything interesting anymore. Why would we? Why would we be able to do that? Yeah. 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 So let me actually see, because I was curious about this. Bubba's buff. I wanted to look at it real quick, because I want to know, like, I thought you could put the add-on with it. I want to know if it works.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
This sounds arse, but it's not that bad. This has actually made one of his most used add-ons, Beastmark's base kit. That's actually not true. It's actually better than Beastmark's because it doesn't come with the charge time downside that Beastmark's does. How big of a difference will this make in gameplay? Couldn't tell you. Epidemic, who's the Bubba, seems to think it will be massive, and he plays much more Bubba than I.
Oh, he says he never liked double speed because it made it too easy to get downs. But triple speed would be annoying to verse. I'll essentially have double beast marks near refresh, so it might make chases too boring. I do find that a little bit interesting. But I haven't really watched much Epidemic lately, or at least in the past few months, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's gotten any better or any worse, or if it's gotten more or less fun or interesting to listen to, but yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. And of course, like JCGlitchmaster does cover a lot of the other changes, which are pretty good. Which I don't think I need to cover too heavily, because obviously I don't really play a lot of these characters.
Worthwhile, guys. They decreased his Night Shroud cooldown by 2 seconds.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Thank you, JCGlitchmaster, for that meme to really encapsulate it for us, to really describe it for us, because yes, I completely agree with that. It is very terrible. It's pretty pointless, and I'm not really a big fan of it. I think it's kind of garbage, because it's such a nothing burger, I would say. Like, it's just like how we had before with the last quote-unquote buff we had for Ghostface. It didn't do anything. Like, it really just didn't do anything. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? Didn't do anything. Because his cooldown, at least in my perspective, is already way too long as it is. Like, as it is. I was like, it used to be like 20 seconds or something stupid like that. Or then they dropped it to like 17, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, cool, like, sure. I mean, it's kind of good, but like the biggest issues obviously are the revealing problems, and that's just one out of the many. And the fact is that because it's so freaking long to recharge, the revealing is even more impactful, which, mind you, is very buggy, and mind you, is not that hard to do. So you could have people follow you around in a match and just constantly reveal you, so you're never marking anybody, you're never undetectable, so you're just man with knife. Like, what the hell am I doing, man? So at that point, it's like, I'm not even gonna play the character. So then they want to reduce it to 15, but then they take off another second off of the match book, which you're probably going to hear in a second.
The change was too strong though, guys, so they also had to nerf his add-on that reduced the cooldown. Oh my god, why are you so scared to give Ghostface any meaningful buffs?
I've been saying that for ages. I've been saying this for ages. This is exactly why I stopped playing this character so long ago. And shout out to Shrouded Ghostface as well, who used to play Ghostface. I think he just completely quit the game or just stopped playing the character. And I don't blame him. You know what I mean? I don't blame him. I already been retired this character too. Because like, why am I gonna sit here and have a hard time and not have any fun and all this type of stuff when this character is so trash? You know what I mean? This character is hot garbage. It's really like no reason to play him at this point. He's power crept by Myers at this point. Like, Pig is objectively better. The power sucks. It's buggy. It doesn't really like to work. Oh man, it's just bad. And it's ironic to me because there's people that have like maybe less than 50 hours on this character trying to tell all of us Ghostface players, oh, what are you talking about? Like, they're trying to claim like this is great and oh my god, he's so good and all this type of bullshit. Like, trust me. I've had people literally sit there and say that, oh, if you need haste on the weakest killer in the game, by the way, it's a skill issue. Oh, why do you need base get haste on Ghostface for? I'm like, what? Like, this character is one of the weakest in the goddamn game. Like, what do you mean? Like, he's right next to Trapper, which I almost argue Trapper's stronger just because of the mere fact that he can cut off chases. He could literally just cut down on the timing just from pre-placing a bear trap. Like, you don't have to deal with any weird setup, and your add-ons are good, like usually. So your bear traps can be scary. This character is countered by sight. Like, you just look at him and his shit is gone. Like, come on, bro. Let alone the buffs he gets are so small and side grade every damn day. Like, you don't get anything substantial to make him good. Which is so weird, because I'm like, it's not even that strong. Like, the hell? He has to walk everywhere. It's not like bro is teleporting or dashing or going through walls. Like, bro has to walk on foot to go everywhere. He's not doing anything crazy. But for some reason, they're afraid to actually give him a goddamn buff.
Including this change, Ghostface has had 10 consecutive buffs, and he still sucks. For the love of God, just...
Mind you, you heard it there. Let me play it again for you guys.
Ghostface has had 10 consecutive...
10, by the way. 10. And he's still shit. And there it is right there. Recovery time for 20 seconds. Yo, man. I've been playing this character for so freaking long, man. And I had to stop, dude. I had to stop. Like, it fucking sucks. 20 seconds, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. I still remember that. Oh my god, 20 freaking seconds was so stupid. And then they also have the reducing the nitro recharge time from 30 to 24 seconds to 24 seconds to 20 seconds. Like, dog, this character is ass. Dog. Come on, man.
consecutive buffs, and he still sucks. For the love of God, just make Drop Knife Sheath base kit.
Just do it!
Demogorgon.
So it's like, come on, man. I just don't understand, like, why they're just afraid to make a weak killer actually decent. Like, I just don't get it. And somehow the character still gets a pretty good pick rate, which my best estimation is that people just like the vibes of playing the character. I don't think that a lot of people who are playing the character are even in high MMR. Like, they're not like, which thankfully, because I wouldn't want people to do that. I would think that they were gonna have a really hard time. They're really not gonna have a lot of fun. I would recommend just people playing for the vibes. Just keep playing for the vibes on the character. Swap off if you need to. Here and there, like, I wouldn't try to sit there and do what I did, where I was like, I'm gonna win every game. Like, nope. That's not a good idea. From personal experience, not good. Not good. You know, I can handle it, but I already stopped playing the character entirely. So I mean, what does that tell you? You know. But either way, I want to know what you guys think, of course, in the comment section. Hit the like, hit the sub, and become a member to support the channel on YouTube or Patreon, or even subbing on Twitch. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's go ahead and read off these wonderful members. We got Patreon, Crow Vader. All my YouTube members, Brando, Evil Blade, Cap Courteous, WTF You're Not J-Lo, Evil Peach, Hargan Falcon, Dole Whip, Noxus, Zero Mocker, Jack, Christian, and Crow Vader. Really appreciate you guys supporting, man. And if you also subbed on Twitch, just know that you got love coming your way too. Appreciate you guys, man.